Welcome into Chalk Talk Social. You are listening to us on September 5th, but we are currently watching NFL football on September 4th. We got Cowboys down to the Eagles going in the half right now, 21-17, but that could be changing. You will see Iman is repping his past alliances, if you will. His Zeke jersey. Iman,
Yep.
How we feeling about the start of this game, the first half?
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, earlier today, I seen the spread. It was 8.5. I told everybody, listen, take Cowboys with the points because it's going to be close. Dak always plays well. But it's been an exciting game, just like a rivalry supposed to be. Listen, when you're gambling, all you just need them is to cover the spread. So at the end of the day, Dallas with 8.5 is looking still decent right now. So, but it's been an exciting game. Listen, second half it's going to be close.
You're right. Yeah, this is Jalen Carter getting ejected before. Hey, 0 snaps played by Jalen Carter on the night. 1 spit.
Yeah.
What a fucking loser.
Idiot. Just an idiot. And granted,
bro,
he's been a little behavior issue. You know, that's why he dropped in the draft because of his issues at Georgia. He's been a little edgy since he's been there, but I would think he would have grown up by now. This is going into his 3rd year. And why are you spitting on Dak Prescott? Really,
what are you doing?
What did Dak say to make you spit on him?
Bro, how do you not see the ref quite literally an arm's length away, too? What are you doing? Maybe that helmet's a little too tight. I don't know, but by God, son. I mean, you're the best player on that defense, and you just cost your team. Man, he's going to get chewed out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just to spit on somebody is just the ultimate disrespect. And just that's just not respecting another grown man. But yeah.
Sheesh.
And if it cost them the game, listen, Philly should find them.
I mean, look at Javonte Williams, 2 touchdowns right up the middle, where Jalen Carter would presumably be.
And
funny how that works.
We've never been able to block him. So.
Man,
goodness
just
grief.
A fool for that. You've cost. I mean, those 2 touchdowns. We don't know. Hey, maybe not if your big body's in there. But nope, you had to put some saliva on Dak Hurts instead. But all right, this game's going to half. So let's get into the rest of what we got on it. You'll probably see us reacting a little bit, and naturally we will. I'm wearing the Bird shirt. Iman's got the Zeke jersey. So we're gonna get into it a little bit here. First news, so from the week, every Friday we want to start with a little from the week segments. The topics, headlines worth expanding on a little bit. This one's new, but it's definitely worth talking about. Steve Ballmer, owner, Clippers, sets up a fake tree planting company to pay Kawhi Leonard $7 million a year over a 4-year endorsement of this aspiration company. For some context, anyone who hasn't seen this, again, Clippers owner Steve Ballmer allegedly helped set up a no-show job, really, through a very well-connected, very loosely defined, I think it's like a carbon credit type of company called Aspiration, in which it's a company Ballmer has invested roughly $50 million into. The reason for all this, according to Pablo Torre, who I was trying to recall in the last episode that always is breaking these types of stories.
Okay.
Pablo Torre, he does some damn good work on this reporting stuff. Was according to him on the podcast, the Clippers were essentially trying to circumvent the NBA salary cap during their free agent pursuit of Leonard through this $7 million a year for 4 years endorsement of Aspirations. Of course, the Clippers are now calling it BS, a BS report. Naturally, why wouldn't they? Iman, did you see this? What? I mean,
so
what are your thoughts?
When I first seen it, I'm like, all right. First and foremost, I kind of understand that NBA been doing this for years because I don't know if you remember when Joe Smith. So I remember this because Joe Smith graduated from the high school that I graduated from. He was an All-American at Maryland. He was a number 1 pick. 96, I want to say in 96, he went to Golden State. Then he went over to Minnesota. So Minnesota did this. But so listen, they wanted to pay him under the table, which ended up causing him to lose $80 million contract because somehow they found out. So this was in the 90s when the Minnesota Timberwolves tried this. So when I seen it, I'm like, first of all, Ballmer's a billionaire. He has to have a shell company that he could funnel the money so nobody knows it's coming from him. But then I thought, secondly, did you see the LLC was in Kawhi Leonard's name?
This is nuts.
Both of them have shell companies that doesn't directly come back to them, because we know it's happening in the NFL and the NBA. Because some signers, I'd be like, why are they going there for that? Even with the Jalen Brunson just signed for like 118 and he's losing like 40. We know he's putting them under the table, but
bro,
they're smarter than that.
Conspiracy theory, hear me out. Kawhi Leonard, shoe deal with New Balance. Shohei Ohtani, shoe deal with New Balance, both playing for teams in LA. Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't make the rules. Something's going on here. And I'm thinking it's New Balance. I don't know. But it's a weird story. So kind of like you're saying, like teams are naturally, if teams are going to try to circumvent the cap by using sus tactics to create workarounds to, again, the current NBA cap rules, like if the league is just going to keep piling on the aprons, the luxury taxes, like you can bet these greedy free market loving owners' response is inevitably going to be a bunch of shady off the books, like appearances or endorsement gigs. Yeah. Even though I have all the money in the world, I need to find a way to not spend it and do shady shit to get players more money. And like, look, to me, what it reads at is like, it's just giving like shady NIL activities almost. But what's going to stop them from offering this type of under the table thing to be really the cherry on top to win over a player, slime the cap situation? Like, it's just weird, man. Like, why do we have to stoop to these alleged grounds that, I'm curious to see what keeps playing out. Clippers will never live up to it. Kawhi, the guy doesn't talk. So what are we going to get out of him on it? I don't know. This one was weird. And it's just like, to me, it's again, what the hell are we even doing here? What are we doing? Why?
Listen, and my only thing too is Bombers paying Kawhi Leonard extra, and this guy never fucking plays. Like,
play.
He just doesn't play. Could he bring them a championship? I think, because he has that in him. But he doesn't even play, so why do you have to pay him off the books? And I was looking at Joey said that the penalty at this time, I guess Timberwolves only had to pay $3.5 million. And see, listen, I remember this because, like I said, Joe Smith was like, he's the legend in our neighborhood because he went to my high school. He was the number one pick. So he did end up signing with Detroit for like 2.3 as a free agent, but he ended up losing that $80 million deal. And he's only made 60 in his career because he did stay in the league for like 16 years. Joe Smith played for a long time for numerous teams. But you made 60 in your career, and being shady end up blowing that you would have made 80 in 4. So, I mean, I don't think the NBA is going to do anything, though. I think Steve Ballmer has more than enough power and money that whatever the fine is, here, take this and move on.
That's what I'm saying. NBA, man, Adam Silver, figure it out. Or I mean, why introduce an unnecessary gray area? That's just going to come down to just owners play, and it's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to really suck, and it's going to make sure the big markets stay fed and their bellies stay full, because that's where all the money is. And if they can just slide these cherries on top, it's going to keep tilting these super teams and shit like that, because the NBA is dog shit at trying to actually grow its audience and its product to be something better, right? So, I don't know.
Before we go, though, Austin, could I ask you, you think the NBA and the NFL should be like the MLB? Just, if you got the money to pay for people, just forget the salary cap?
No, I think the MLB needs a salary cap.
Wow.
I mean, in the sense of like, look at the Dodgers. That is a result of not having a salary cap. And they are able to do some things that other teams can't because of their owner. Right? I'll take the Brewers, for example. We are building a team with, I mean, not exactly, but like essentially $70 million. Whereas the Dodgers are building a team with $200 million. No shit. That's going to like...
But the Brewers are still playing good, though.
But that's what I'm saying. But it takes some smart people to assemble lesser talent than it takes, just casuals to freaking build up. Just, hey, throw money at people and do whatever you want. There should not be a professional sporting league. and I've always fought this, I've always debated this for MLB. There should never be a professional sporting league where one team is able to spend literally tens of millions of dollars more than another team is able to and capable of spending because there's no salary cap. It simply doesn't make sense. It's going to always tilt the things in favor. I mean, when was the last time the Dodgers weren't contenders? And it's all based off they're putting together quite literally a lineup of all-stars every single season because they can. The Tampa Bay Rays, they don't do that. The Brewers, they can't. 80% of baseball cannot do that. I don't know. I think every league's got to have a salary cap to be a professional sports league without it. And then because then just owners' money, it's just owners' play, and whatever the owner wants to show at the team is what you're going to get. And like that seems crazy to me, especially knowing how freaking these owners are, man. So I don't know why. What do you think? Do you think there should be no salary cap?
Yeah, because I just think when you have like petty stuff like this, everybody's going to find a way. Jerry Jones been finding a way to keep people paying them under the table. And I mean, but I also just think it allows the most popular teams to still be up front at always because those are the richest guys. So, I mean, I don't know. I would like it. I mean, I would like it because I feel like, I mean, you're supposed to pay for what you want. If the Brewers want to win, go spend some money. These owners are billionaires. Let's be clear. These owners are billionaires. And a lot of them are cheap, especially in the NFL and NBA. They're cheap for no reason. But they're cheap because they don't have to spend a lot because there is a salary cap. So I'm like, listen, go spend the money and get you a good team. But we'll see.
I mean, I get it. I'm just on the stance of like putting roster power in the hands of the greediest individual on the organization. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it because they're all billionaires. But I'll tell you, the Brewers billionaire owner, the guy's really freaking shitty with the money. He does not shell it out. No, he does not. We do not pay players, and I'm thankful things have changed recently. But my goodness, it is just Anyways, crazy story. I'm curious to see. I mean, I think Joey said that the Timberwolves had to sacrifice, or the Pistons who had to sacrifice 5 picks, 5 first-round picks.
Timberwolves, yeah, that's crucial.
God,
that's crucial. That's crucial.
That'll set you back
for sure. A little bit. For sure.
All right, that's number 1. Number 2 from the week. Obviously, we had our first weekend of college football. It was amazing. It was beautiful. We were exactly hyped for it. But that said, some teams won that maybe shouldn't have. Some teams lost that maybe they shouldn't have. We had a couple biggest risers and fallers in college football. And Iman, my question to you first is going to be, one, who feels the most, like which one feels the most justified? And that's going to be Florida State jumps from unranked to number 14. Bama drops 13 spots from 8 to 21. And LSU jumps 6 spots to 3. Texas drops 6 spots to 7. Of those, like, which one feels the most justified? Which one, are you kind of all in on?
So I think Florida State jumping up because coming into this season, nobody, and I mean it was on nobody's bingo card that they were going to pull that upset because you remember the year they were ranked like top 3 and they had a terrible season last year. So coming into this season, nobody even thought they deserved to be in the top 3 in the ACC. So I think that's more deserving. Yep. I think LSU actually looks like a top 5 team. So I'm not sure if anybody's seen that game. They look like a top 5 team. Their defense last year was their weak spot. It is not their weak spot this year. And they have a pro at quarterback with athletes all around. So I think that's a good spot. Now, the only thing I didn't like with the Texas, to drop to 7 is kind of weird because, I mean, they're playing the champions.
Team that's up to what, not 1 now?
Yeah, they won and it's a champion. They lost by, I mean, it was a tight game, defensive game. And they are the national champions. Let's be clear. And they still clearly have all the talent in the world. So I think that was kind of harsh to them. Maybe they should have probably dropped to 5, I think 7, but they'll work their way back up. So, because I think they're going to be okay. So, What about you?
I mean, I'm all in. Like I told you last episode, I'm big with Florida State. Obviously, Alabama, they had to drop that far. I mean, they looked like dog water, like 5-day-old dog water that's been beaten and battered. Like, that is just not the Bama team that I have as a 30-year-old millennial grown up watching. Put it that way. That was a whole different program. So I'm all in on the Florida State move. And yeah, LSU, you got a top 2-3 quarterback in the draft. Your defense looks better. I mean, like you said, Texas maybe shouldn't have dropped that far because of who they lost to, being the national champions. And speaking of, I think it's actually a good segue into it. National champions. We got our fan for this episode going to come on, talk some college football with us. Corey, let's bring Corey onto the screen. Corey, we know you're a big Ohio State guy. I'm sure you were living this weekend. Corey, what are your thoughts on your defending national champions moving up into back to the comfy number 1 spot on the rankings? How'd you feel about that game? Julian saying, how we feeling?
Man, gentlemen, well, first and foremost, it's really an honor to get a call about 15 minutes before this episode. So I've had a little bit of time to prepare, as you can tell. But
Couldn't have been us.
actually, if you don't mind, I don't mean to chew up too much of your segment, but I do feel a little underdressed. Starting to get a little chilly here in the state of Wisconsin. So just give me one moment if you don't mind. Pardon the interruption.
I'm gonna hate this. I
see like something's coming.
I don't know what this guy. I'm already hating this, and then as a Badgers fan, I think this is probably gonna be some disgusting looking Ohio State jersey. Corey.
I mean, I just need to get a quick layer.
The sideliner gear. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, okay. All right, I was down yet. I thought you were gonna put on some nasty, ugly Ohio State uni, but that's a beautiful shirt. That looks nice. Don't spill the ketchup on there, buddy.
I haven't washed it yet. I'm not gonna wash it until y'all are at like 1 million followers. That's the deal.
There it is.
Hey. All right. Well, let's hear it. You got your Ohio State. How you feel about that team?
A wind chill that just came in, though. I'm sorry again, but
what is happening?
this Milwaukee cold front, dude. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Oh, geez, this is gonna be ridiculous. Now this might be the jersey.
Can't be that cold. He looked like he got a crazy tan. He looked like he had his sunshades on.
Nah, he's coming out of Arizona. There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Buckeyes suck, buddy.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, I'm obviously a little biased, but if I kind of put the bias to the side, like, y'all have seen it really since the start of the college football era, 10 years ago, 2015. Like, Ohio State really does dictate the college football landscape. Like, I think most people would agree on that. Like, what they do every year kind of drives them up. And obviously now it's bigger stakes with the expanded, playoffs. But I think the best example of that, right, is like last year. So you got Ohio State on the road in Eugene. I had the pleasure of being at that game. Obviously a heartbreak, but like, that game, right, obviously came back around. Ohio State wins the Rose Bowl, belt to ass style, I might add. But I think, like, whoever won that game, the Rose Bowl last year, like, that's probably the team that wins the college football playoff. So that's just a little bit of, I guess, history to set the stage for what I'm feeling, which is, am I cutting out, guys? Am I cutting out?
Oh, there you are.
Now we see you. Go.
See you. Yeah. No, we've heard you the whole time. We just hadn't had to see. We hadn't seen your face this whole time.
Okay, there we go.
So
yeah,
you were saying?
No, like, I think past performance, best indicator of future performance, and like what I saw in the offseason, what I saw last week against Texas was first and foremost at the top, like a confident and aggressive Ryan Day. Like, the conservative nature of Ryan Day's play calling, that's been his demise. It could be his demise again against Michigan this year. We'll see. But like, when he plays conservative, Ohio State is not a good football team. So what I saw against Texas right out of the gates, first drive, going for it on 4th down, like, I like the swagger of this team. I think they're going to figure out what to do with Jeremiah Smith. He's an elite talent, and you throw the guy the ball, he'll make a play. But also you got to remember Brian Hartline, first time OC, first time in the booth. Like, I think that dynamic will settle in as the season goes on. And number 4, like he'll be in New York. He'll be
saying for the Heisman.
No.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
that's another guy who, I wasn't familiar with Julian Sand beyond the highlight tapes and the narrative of like he was Nick Saban's guy, obviously before he transferred. But what I saw to him was a little bit of cockiness, just the right amount. Like I didn't know he had it like that, and he's obviously got it. Like if you're Saban's guy at one point, you got some dog in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So he's obviously the key piece to it all, in my opinion. But again, I liked the aggression out of Ryan Day. I like the mentality he's instilled in this team. Like
great nipple piercing.
They didn't want they didn't want
something
the
about that
up,
nipple. Something about the nipple piercing got Ryan Day feeling all types of ways with his play calling now.
Yeah, that's listen, my nipples were probably harder, but that's neither here nor there.
All right, Corey. Well, I think that was a good analysis. And yeah, Ohio State's always going to be a stacked football team. Don't know what it. They just put together a good football program year after year after year. Corey, obviously, like you said, you're going to be biased, but look, it's a good. There's no joke. These are some good football teams. What do you think about the playoffs? Who are you taking as your champion? Are you going to lean your bias and go Ohio State? I think it's fair, but if maybe if it's not Ohio State, who's going to be right there neck and neck with them perhaps this year? Knowing Bama, they ain't in the picture. Clemson?
Yeah,
no? Who are we
I
thinking?
think I don't get too hyped on ratings, week 1, but I do think there was something about the top 3 this year that probably is going to come back to be pretty accurate. So to your point, Iman, like Texas dropping all the way down, they're going to be back. Like, in my opinion, whoever's the home team in that game probably wins, by the way. So if that game was in Austin, I think it's probably a Texas dub, and we're having the same conversation about Texas. But what I would say, guys, is the calendar should be marked for November 1st. Penn State goes into Columbus. It's probably going to get flexed to be a night game, which we all know is also controversial.
I want to see
because Ohio State doesn't get night games.
Yeah, I want to see that one.
But I think the winner of that game probably rides an insane high to and through the college football playoff, and I would say the winner of that game is probably going to be the national champion, with Texas still lingering because they're hungry now. Like, we see what losing can do to a squad. It can really galvanize them. So, and the SEC is down this year, which I think y'all maybe debate after I leave this, but I would say the top 3 teams this year, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, pretty accurate. I think November 1st, the winner of that game goes on to win the college football playoff, either Ohio State or Penn State.
Okay. I think that's very reasonable, too. That game is a big game at a big time. And you said Penn State's going to Ohio State, yeah?
In the shoe.
Oh, that's brutal. Oh, boy. That Penn State offense, like Franklin, Allar, like Aller, obviously coached well. That's going to be a ball game. I think that's a fair assessment who wins that game. Or, it's not easy to beat a team twice in a year.
For sure.
I think that's fair, though. All right. Well, Corey, anything else you need to drop on for us for college football knowledge before we let you rip here? I think that's a very fair assessment of who could win this all.
No, guys. I think that's about it from my side. But yeah, Krieger, maybe next time you could give me just call me on the spot. Like, I like to do it off the cuff,
I don't like you off the cuff. It gets scary. We don't need to
That's
do
why
that.
I said I wanted to catch him with a drink in his hand or something, kind of get him hyped.
We got a little something here. Krieger knows I'm a tequila guy, so there you have it.
Oh yeah. No, hey, you were tamed. That's for sure. Corey, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for your college football assessment. I know it was last minute, but I thought you gave a very fair overview of Ohio State. The Badgers will inevitably lose to them this season. That's coming from Badger fans, so looking forward to that. And wait, do we even play Ohio State this year? Do we play y'all?
Yeah, we in Madison, so maybe you and I should take that offline because Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
We could chat. All right. Well,
But
Corey,
no,
thanks for
gentlemen,
coming on.
thank you so much. Hey,
Yes,
Sideliner Sports to the fucking moon.
There
All
it
right,
It's up
is.
there
guys.
somewhere. See you.
Later.
I mean, Iman, who do you got? I mean, are you kind of riding that same wave? You think that's fair?
Listen, and it's crazy because I was just talking to somebody earlier, a kid that I train. He's actually getting a visit to Ohio State this year, track runner, and he was saying that that's the game he wanted to show up for. So, everybody hypes Drew Aller as, I remember when he first came in as this pro quarterback. If he's going to be who everybody says he is, he's going to have to get it done against Matt Patricia in the shoe, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not too high on him. I don't think he's as good as everybody say he is, but Penn State does have a good running game, have athletes on the outside, play good defense. Yep. I think Texas is going to be in the championship, though. I do think it's going to be a repeat of Ohio State and Texas.
Okay, I think that's fair. Look, that Patricia defense, man. That's gonna be a tough one all season. Yeah. I know they got Texas right away, and if they got Texas in week 5, where it's a different story. But that's gonna be one of the best defenses in the nation all season long against the best teams, and that alone, I mean, can carry you. Add in the fact that they have 5-star recruits and freaking Jeremiah Smith on their offense, Julian Sayin, top quarterback in the nation, like. This team's going to be, I hate it as much as I hate it. I can't stand Ohio State because they're going to be there. God damn it. They're going to probably be there. All right, let's move on to football, NFL football, which is 21-20 right now. 21-20 Eagles.
Yep. Eagles are lining up for a field goal right now. They just made a field goal. 24-20. Yep.
All right, 24-20 Philly. Okay, let's go into it. Speaking of Philly, I mean, a lot of good segues so far. Gosh, this ain't bad. Super Bowl betting odds are locked in to start the season. We want to talk about who is our favorite to win the Super Bowl. Let me run you down the list. We'll kind of stick to what DraftKings has got here for us. DraftKings got Ravens plus 600, Bills plus 600. I think Bills are the favorite. Eagles plus 700, Chiefs plus 850. And my Packers at plus 120, 1,200, my bad. And then ESPN bet, Eagles 650, Ravens 650, Bills 700, Chiefs 750, Lions 10-1, but have the Packers as plus 175 to win the division. So both kind of the same, little different order. We can go through each of them if you'd like. I mean, I know you're going to say Baltimore. I already know it.
I just want to say, to me, either Baltimore or Josh Allen has to get it done this year. I mean, I'm just being honest. Even so to say, if I'm not going to choose my team with Baltimore, I would say that Josh Allen, this is his year. Because I think the Chiefs won't be as good as they've been. I think if anybody's going to clip them, now's the time to clip them. So I'm not just going to take the Ravens. I'll say between those two, they got to get it done this year. I mean, because if not, goodness grief. So, those two in the AFC got to get it done.
Okay.
Got to get it done.
The Bills, can they actually win one? You remember the 90s? They could get there. They damn well could get there, but they could not win it. And you know what? I'm with you. I want to see Josh Allen get over the hump so bad. Unfortunately, he's going to have to run to my Packers, and unfortunately, the Bills are going to have to lose another Super Bowl, and that's going to suck for them. And I feel bad for Josh Allen for not being able to beat the Packers in the Super Bowl this year. But really, I mean, if we're sticking to the Bills, they have Sharp Analysis, Warren Sharp. The Bills have the 5th easiest schedule in football this year. They should waltz. I mean, they got the Ravens week 1. They got the Ravens week 1. That's going to be a big-ass game. That's going to be an awesome first game. But then the rest of the season, I mean, they can kind of, I'm not going to say coast, but they're not going to have the toughest path to kind of walk past the division. They made some nice moves to shore up the defense. They got some good runs. They got actually a run-stopping specialist. They added Joey Bosa, which, he ain't in his prime anymore. He's always hurt, but he's a nice little boost on the edge. And they drafted Maxwell Harrison to kind of shore up the DBs, but their biggest weakness is going to be the DB room with DeMar Hamlin and Taylor Rapp. Like, those aren't necessarily
good guys.
They're starting level safeties.
Yeah,
no. So that's going to be a big weakness. And look, it's not like their cornerback room is great. It got a good boost, but they lost Rasul Douglas. I know people were ripping on Christian Benford last season. So But still, Josh Allen MVP. But then the Ravens, man. I mean, to me, that was kind of my two favorites out of the AFC, to be honest.
For
Bills
sure.
and Ravens. Obviously, Ravens. You're a Ravens fan. You tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like this is the most complete Ravens team that Lamar Jackson has ever had, right? Am I wrong?
Oh, my God.
Am I wrong?
For sure. He finally have some receivers on the team. He has all-pro Hall of Fame running back. The line is there. Defense are always – just Baltimore is just going to play good defense, even though we fell off a few years in the DB. But they're always going to play good defense. So I'm really – he has to get it done this year, and there's no excuses. No excuses. But now I do ask you this, Austin. If you had to make a Hail Mary pick, like if I had a Hail Mary pick, I would say the Chargers.
This is Super Bowl?
Just a Hail Mary. Just somebody that nobody would expect out of the AFC, and we'll do a Hail Mary out of the NFC too. But I would just – because Jim Harbaugh know how to win. So I just threw a Hail Mary and said the Chargers make it to the Super Bowl this year for my Hail Mary pick.
Wow, would that be crazy? Would that be crazy after all the like people tearing on Justin Herbert and stuff? And it's hard for me as I'm thinking about this, and I don't think it's necessarily a Hail Mary. But if there's someone on the top 6 teams that isn't being talked about as a betting favorites, I'm gonna go outside of that. So the top 6, Packers and Lions, kind of at 5-6. They're not a total Hail Mary, but I would take the Commanders. I don't know.
No, that's a Hail Mary.
Is it?
Yes. I mean, they had some success last year, but the Commanders are the Commanders. And like I know sometimes most of these rookie quarterbacks in their second year when people got tape on them and they can really just figure out what you're doing. Dan Quinn is known to surprise people with his defense sometime, but the second years and years – people start figuring them out. Plus, I don't think they did anything to improve their running game. So, that's a Hail Mary.
If Bob's as good as people say they are, Eckler's still, he's not what he was, but he's still going to get you a lot of action out of the backfield from a pass catching perspective. The defense isn't bad. It's not the best defense in the world, but it's not the worst. And look, if Jaden Daniels avoids that sophomore slump, he's still got weapons around him. I don't know. I agree. Jordan Love, he got hurt, but his sophomore season as a starting, it obviously last year did not go how he wanted to. Obviously with CJ Stroud.
Yep.
Look, if CJ Stroud struggled with what that offense has, regardless of the Tank Dell injury, like it is possible for any like Jane does. So okay, I'm taking that's my Hail Mary then. I think you may valid points. I'm gonna stick with my Hail Mary though at the Commanders that maybe they don't. And if he doesn't slump, shit. They could be really good.
It could be really good.
It could be good. But other teams like the Chiefs, Eagles, obviously we're watching the Eagles now. They retained a lot of their top talent, right? Lots of young top talent on that defense, but they, on the inverse of the Bills, have one of the toughest schedules in football, along with the Lions. Lions have the 3rd toughest schedule in football. Eagles have the 5th toughest schedule in football. Eagles, offense looks like it's AJ Brown, 0 first half targets. We heard this last year when he was bitching about targets. It's about to come out again.
We know what that's going to happen. It's going to be big time crying diva. I got it. I got one right. He gonna be on the sideline like this. Then before you know it, I'm reading my book. He gonna be bitching and complaining. They better get on the ball, forcing the ball. If not, it's gonna be some issues.
And Saquon Barkley managers, Saquon Barkley fantasy managers swinging at air with Jalen Hurts getting those first 2 rushing touchdowns. We got Joey in the background swinging at air that AJ Brown, his top pick, is not getting anything in fantasy.
Joey, why you do it?
I had AJ on the board for me too. And I was like, I just can't. I've seen this before, and I know this game is going to come back again at some point, and it's going to cost me a critical week. It's week 1, Joey. We're going to be just fine. Chiefs though, on there still, any Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid team, they're gonna make a Super Bowl favorite team. And look, Rashee Rice should be out longer. If Josh Gordon gets suspended for a year for dope, he should be out a little longer for almost killing people. That's a different story. Their weapons though seem to be in a much better place with Xavier Worthy in there, especially. They did
Yeah, Marquise Brown's back.
Yeah,
Marquise
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood.
I mean, whatever you think of Kareem Hunt these days, it works for him in Kansas City to back up Pacheco. He's good at catching the ball. And so the big concern for them is, will the O-line be able to hold up? Oh, who's going? Oh, big run. Oh, big run for Dallas. But will that O-line for the Chiefs stay healthy? They got some young cats in there. And my thing, defensive-wise, they got Spagnuolo, who, as long as he's there, it's going to be competitive.
It's going to be good, yeah.
It's going to be good. And so they're going to be able to stay in games with nothing else. If the offense is a little slow, that defense will keep them in games. That said, I don't think the offense is going to be slow. And then last but not least, the Packers. I mean, we've talked about it before. I'll say it again. A number 10 to 12 ranked defense added a top 10 player in all football to it. That is going to make them a insanely competitive, insanely fast. I saw a clip today of Micah Parsons on a dime cutting to change directions to go chase down hip to hip with Jalen Hurts. And he changed the direction, cut on a dime. And look, I've seen numerous Packers, Rashawn Gary, Van Ness, Quay Walker, stay hip to hip with Justin Fields, Edrin Cooper. Guy can chase down lightning. This defense is fast, right?
Yeah.
Right. And for me, will Jordan Love bounce back from the injured season and take the step that he needs to take? That is going to be kind of the big question here. And the wide receivers simply need to freaking catch the damn ball. But, thankfully, Golden looks like he's going to be the real deal. I think Packers-Lions 5-6 is pretty fair. Will the Lions overcome 2 new coordinators? Perhaps, maybe.
I would have thought your Packers. See, I wonder what your Packers odds was a week ago though, because I would have thought they would have went a little higher at Micah Parsons.
You would think. I think odds makers are low on Jordan Love. I think they're low on the receivers. I mean, rightfully so with the receivers. Like, prove it to us. Prove us to us that you can catch the damn ball consistently, right? And then, I don't think people give enough credit to the defensive back room, which I can understand it. But look, Keyshawn Nixon has been damn good as an outside corner. Really damn good. You don't like the name. And he left a bad taste in your mouth as a slot cornerback. I get it. But we got to respect.
We know what make DBs better is pass rush. When the quarterback only got the 3 seconds and they got 2 Pro Bowlers coming off that edge. So, I mean, I think y'all DB room would be better just off of Parsons and Gary saying, hey, listen, we got y'all. Just be in the vicinity of the ball, and we're going to handle some things. So we'll see how they go.
Just be on the field. We'll do some mafia activities up front to clean things up a little bit for us. But Iman, let's drop a new little fun segment here. We want to do you say what it is, because I don't want to butcher your thing. You tell us what it is. What we'll be looking forward to every Friday. By the way, every Friday,
we're going to be giving the top 3 That is moments. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Woo!
Most of the time it's going to be sports plays, but every now and then we'll throw a little culture just weird videos that I see on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or something online. So I'm excited to be able to have it feels like SportsCenter's top 10 Chris Berman type thing. So I feel good about my segment. And today we got 3 plays. We got 2 plays and 1 performance all. So we're gonna start with the first player and play we're gonna start with is Brown from the Florida Gators and his 1-hand catch. Check this play out. It's all good.
All right, now check this play out.
Yeah.
All right, now check this play out.
We know he caught it with 1 hand. And we're going to say that play is... I don't know what's wrong with Twitter.
Man, Joey found a corrupt video. He's downloading a virus right now. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to send you one that wasn't there. But either way, after that 1-hand catch, the crowd is going to be like, there it is. The second play that I found online, I found it on Instagram from this fabulous, elite, phenomenal flag football girl. Her name is Celeste Cuffey. She plays 12U, but get this, she's only 10U because there's no 10U in Virginia. So she has to play 12U flag football, and she is considered the best 12U girls flag football player in the nation. Watch this play and how she stops on the dime. Cut. Watch this one.
Oh my.
Get her up out of there and 6
Wow.
points right there. Celeste Cuffey. That play deserves a there it is.
Woo.
And last but not least, I watched this guy for 3 years because my girlfriend's the head track coach at Archbishop Spalding in Severance, Maryland. And I watched this guy for 3 years in high school play. I've been telling everybody with ears what he was going to do, and he finally was able to show what he had to do. True freshman Malik Washington starting his first game of his college career as a true freshman against Florida Atlantic University, and he had 27 completions, 200 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns in a true freshman debut. Malik Washington, your performance deserves a there it is. Look at that. And look at that. If that don't look like a pro, I don't know who does.
Numbers.
Goodness grief.
No.
So,
who they play again?
Florida Atlantic University. Okay. Florida Atlantic University. So just make sure y'all on the lookout for him for the future. He is a future first-round pick. I'm telling you, I've seen him in high school. He's a basketball player too, which I'm pretty sure they're not going to let him play basketball.
He's done. He's done playing basketball.
Yeah, but those are my top 3 dead is moments of the week.
Man, that gut flag football girl, that was
Listen.
My God. That was kind of crazy. Joe, you got the video for Vernell Brown? We got that working now, allegedly. Let's see this.
Let's see this catch.
Let's see this cat. No, Joey, you lying to us. He said it was ready.
Yeah, he said it was ready.
All right, that's fine. We'll move on.
It pump faked him, yeah.
Joey's getting pump faked. He's just got his pants on the ground, juked on.
It was literally ready, working, and then I put it on the screen, and then Twitter froze again. I've tried this 12 times, and I tried it before the show too.
There's no way there's not another video. There's no way there's not another video of Vernell Brown's catch out there.
I'll find it.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
Vernell, we tried to give you your props, Vernell. Listen, we know you did it, though. We know you did it.
We know you did it. Hey, well, that's fine. Anyways, Joe, why don't you get back on here? Let's go straight into the news desk. What do we got for the news desk today, Joey? And part of the news, obviously, being that your Twitter has corrupted your computer, and
yeah, clearly this is rough.
Now your social security is on the internet. So
I got nothing working here. It's you think it's your Wi-Fi, and then all of Twitter just shuts itself down. Thanks, everyone.
That's okay.
All right, let's go to the news.
Yeah, what do we got on the news desk, Joey? Lead us down the path of glory.
All right, first off, Redzone controversy this week. Scott Hansen starts that broadcast, 7 hours commercial-free football. ESPN takes over. Oh, we're adding commercials. Why ruin a good thing? I know they're trying to backtrack it, and we're not doing this type of commercial, we're doing that type of commercial. But how are we feeling, guys? They're messing with the greatest thing in sports, the Redzone channel.
They are. And look, I expected nothing less than these scumbags to come in and ruin a beautiful thing. Now, I did see it's going to be like little 15-second clips, but you know damn well what's happening with those 15-second clips. I mean, if that's the case, I can live with it. I think that's what I saw. They're going to be very, very short. Am I still pissed just by the implication? You betcha. That was part of their shtick. 7 hours of commercial-free football. That is like became nationally known and beloved saying, and now what it is? It's just 7 hours of football. 7 hours of 15-second commercial football.
Nobody wants to watch commercials when we knew we didn't have to watch them. I mean, I'll be honest. I've never bought anything from a commercial. I've never seen a commercial and be like, oh, shit, I want a Whopper. Or I should go buy that BMW. No. Get back to my football. So
yeah, I mean, I get it. You have to do it. The media rights. You got to do the commercials, but you didn't. They didn't have to. Why did they do it? Money. And that surprises me none. Look, I'm not going to sit here and be the saltiest, person about it. I'm over it. I was initially mad. I punched air for a few seconds, but if we're doing the 15-second commercials, it's just going to be really devastating. There's going to be plays where, I saw the memes out there already of ESPN when the commercial kicks in, it's right as a player is about to bust off a long touchdown run or something critical to your team. It just seems like it's like when Jokic got drafted during the Taco Bell commercial. Classic commercial troll. Yeah, good one. What's up next, Joey?
All right, number 2 in the atmosphere of fandom. Are we video game guys? Are we college football video game guys? Yeah. Are we happy that's coming back?
Oh, of course.
All right, excellent. So I didn't know this, but schools actually get to choose and opt into all these games versus the leagues or the NCAA, like the NFL, etc. Like each school says yay or nay. So apparently they tried to get all the schools to join EA, who's doing the football game, like Madden.
Yeah.
And they all said, no, we are 2K through and through. 2K is that basketball brand, and we're signing with them, shuttering EA's attempt to make their NBA lifestyle basketball for college, and now we get a beautiful 2K Sports college basketball game. How are we feeling about that?
I love it. I mean, I'm an OG NCAA back in the day, so I don't play as much. I don't actually play at all anymore, but I mean, I'm talking about I'm from the era where Madden, NCAA. I go back to y'all ain't gonna remember this one, Bird and Magic on Nintendo, or also the Space. It's not Space Jam, but God dog, I can't remember. But I go back to Nintendo with Bird and Magic. So listen, who doesn't love 2K26? March Madness basketball, because that's going to be the one thing everybody wants to play, March Madness.
Yeah, facts. And look, EA has notoriously sucked and just continue to suck and not take feedback from fans of what to fix. They do nothing with their franchises over and over. 2K, we forget, made a hell of a football game back in the day. 2K5 with Terrell Owens on the cover. Are you shitting me? The crib, one of the coolest features games ever. You had the celebrities calling you up on the line. You go play David Arnett or some one of those people, and you just go bust their team's ass and on the field, and you're just shit talking them. You win a little bobblehead to put in your trophy case in your crib. Buy some jerseys for your crib. Like 2K went all in, and they are far better NBA franchise for video games. EA should they should just you're not even in bidding, pal. Like it's funny.
Just have Madden, Madden, and that's it.
Go turn around. Shoot, if you can lose Madden, I'd be great with that too. Anyways,
it's like Slugfest when you had that baseball game Slugfest where you just beat people up when you hit a home run.
Yeah.
Like I forget who produced that, but it's like that's a winner too.
2K baseball used to be pretty fun too back in the day.
Yeah. No, it definitely was. All right, next up on our list here. So Amari Cooper abruptly retiring from the NFL, which was a crazy development, saying he doesn't have the desire to play. I will be honest, I did a fantasy draft yesterday, and I was 2 seconds from choosing Amari Cooper as an extra receiver, and we're like, no, we're good, we'll skip it. So that one I got right. Woo. And apparently he listened, because he goes, you know what, Joey didn't want me. It's time to hang up those cleats. But a weird situation for him, especially someone that could contribute still for this season.
Well, allegedly, I saw they came out that people were saying he did not look competitive out there. He did not look like, and to the extent that he should be near the top of the depth chart for this team. He would have been by nature of what they have around him. But I guess my big question is, who's Geno's top target this year not named Brock Bowers? Who do we got? I mean, I like I'm kind of a fan on Thornton. I like him. I think he's nice. I think he's going to be damn good. I think people need to get him on your fantasy team as quick as we can. That's my take, but maybe Trey Tucker. I mean, it's not looking great.
Amari wouldn't have helped him. Remember, I used to be an ex-Cowboy. I remember when he played for us. He didn't have the pass. I remember playoff games, 2-minute drives where he was standing on the sideline with his fucking jacket on. So I remember when he played for us, and his passion for football wasn't that great then. Mm-hmm. And granted, he's super talented, got great hands, but I just remember so many games where a DB checked him out of a game. I remember a couple games where he couldn't get catches, and you look on the sideline and he's standing there, and I'm like, why is he not back in the game? And it comes out that he's just no desire. So
yeah, it's fascinating. These physical specimens that just don't live up because they either don't want to or they don't put in the effort. Like even here in Chicago, right? The Bears traded for Chase Claypool 2 years ago.
Oh my
okay,
God.
That's a great target. And he just never gave a rat's ass to get in shape and get the playbook.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a raw talent that was like, I don't really care, but I'm taking a paycheck. And it's crazy.
That Chase
like, you're at the NFL, do it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're playing a kid's game for a living. Grow, quite literally,
Right.
you're playing a kid's game, but grow the fuck up. That Chase Claypool, man, like that trade put a lot of Packers fans, that, you know, us couch GMs, the notorious couch GMs out here as fans, that one put a lot of people in their place. There was a ton of bitching and complaining from Packers fans for that we did not go get Chase Claypool. Almost like we don't know everything. Almost like, and oh my God, Brian Gutekunst, our GM, got torn to shreds by the fan base. And when we didn't get him, we chalked him up to the almost a Packer Hall of Famer. Can't wait till he scores 2 touchdowns a game on us. To I don't know if he even caught 2 passes for the Bears. Like that guy, that one was a. Sometimes us fans need to have faith in what our owners are doing, unless you're a Bears fan, and then you just know it's
that Aaron Rodgers is our owner.
That your owner continues to reside in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yes.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, the last one for you guys here is WA. So Angel Reese, that, you know, LSU star, Chicago Sky star, is having some issues here with her team. And the Sky have really fallen to almost rock bottom here, and she kind of called him out and then backtracked it, realizing she was maybe a little too truthful. But they're right. But they're you know, these are these college stars that come to a league that's not as supportive to them, and it's just an interesting take again on what is the player power per sport, right? Like if she's feeling this way and express that, does she have the wherewithal and the power within her league to force that trade like NBA stars do? Or is it like NFL players where they talk a big game like Myles Garrett and then resigns immediately and can't get out of a situation? And it's a fascinating case study, one, of how truthful should you be for your teammates with the media, and 2, how much power does she have in her league, being one of the faces of it, but stuck in a bad situation.
She should never be that truthful, because let's be clear, Angel Reese, you're not the player that should be saying anything. You average 14 and 12. What do you do on a daily that makes your team better? Your field goal percentage is terrible. You can't pass the ball well. Your defense is not as good as it was at LSU. Second of all, you've been in the league 2 years. Know your place as a player, a teammate. First of all, the WNBA is fighting for money. Nobody needs you going in front of a camera or going in front of a mic bad talking the organization that's fighting for y'all. I mean, I just felt like Angel Reese was dead wrong. Her teammates should get her the fuck out of town. That's just a selfish comment. Let's be clear. That's a selfish. They were bad last year.
Yeah, I mean, look, when people are actively making prop bets on if you're gonna miss your first shot or not because you miss your first shot just about every single game, you know what? Like you said, Iman, maybe sometimes shut the fuck up. Know your role. And look, I know the NBA's got its own slew of money, this and that. The WNBA's got its own slew of this and that with money. Obviously, they're subsidized by the NBA, which is its own thing. And, you know, the players are fighting for more. And, you know, there's all this debate of, is this a profitable league? Is this not? And all this stuff. And, you know, we talk about owners that are shady in other leagues, but owners in the WNBA have their own slew of corruption and not good individuals and not looking out for what's best for the players. So I don't know. While y'all are actively pursuing more money and more contracts, why make it more difficult? Why throw a wrench into things that you don't need to throw a wrench into? I agree with you, Iman. Like, again, we could have the Clark debate if we want. I mean, there's not a debate in talent
It's
here.
not. Come
It's
on,
not even
Austin.
close.
I hate that people does. It's not even close.
It's not even close.
She's not good.
One
And
is a
if she was
social media
on a good
icon. One's a
team-
WNBA icon.
Yeah, and if she was
Pretty
on a
easy.
good team, she wouldn't even average 14 and 12. You would actually be a 7 and 8 because the only reason the offense kind of runs through you in the Chicago is because you're not good. It's clear.
It's all
So
bad. You get 14 points off volume shooting.
Yeah, like, and that's just being a bad teammate to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've played sports my whole life, and teammates to me, I'm gonna get on you at practice. I may even get on you in the locker room at halftime, but I would never publicly say anything. I would never be in front of other people and say. I just think that's just a bad look for her. It's a real bad look, unprofessional if you ask me.
I agree. Yep. I mean, what? Okay. How about this? Last thing. We'll wrap it up. What if it was Caden Clark who said it? Just hypothetically, what's the conversation then? And considering that she's a farce. Okay.
I would feel the same way. You haven't been in the league long enough, like, to impact the game, and clearly, you have to be a leader to make people better. Like, so you got to be able to rally the troops. Show by you showing up on time, you staying late, you getting 100 shots up. So I just wouldn't. If Caitlin did it, I would still be like, shut up, like just shut up.
Pretty much.
Just shut up.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Earn your keep. Yeah, you've done some amazing things. You've evolved the game. You've brought in a new fan base for sure. But look, you're still on that first contract, right? You're still on your first contract. Let's get the training wheels off first before we start trying to cause a ruckus and cause a problem, no matter who you are. Yeah, I think that's fair. If you're a 10-year vet, you've given your blood, sweat, and tears for a long ass time to that league. I mean, sure thing. You know what? Go ahead. Still not a great look, but you've at least earned your spot a bit more, and you've done your part around the league. So that's fair. All right, that's gonna be it for News Test. That's gonna be it for this episode. Unless Joey, hold up. Joey, you got that video? What are the odds that video is loading? Is it totally dead? Is the
Oh, there's no way that works. But I'm gonna try it one more time just because I have.
This
to.
could be an electric factory to end the episode if we get this video to work.
We can't let Twitter defeat us. We can't let Twitter win.
Joey, if you can get this one to work, I think this is how we need to.
Oh my god,
we need
this
to
is ridiculous.
Cap off the episode with the Vernell Brown.
I'm not using what Iman sent me. That's going to give me every virus known to man.
You have 74 viruses on your computer now. We're going to end this episode with a there it is. I promise
I'm very concerned for my computer.
We're ending the episode on. Okay, here we go. Let's restart this thing. Let's hear. We got the
it's
clip.
At least moving.
We got the clip.
It's at least moving. So we're going to watch it in reverse order. So you see the celebration. Why was he celebrating? Because of this ridiculous play.
Yeah, I love watching everything that's not the catch. This is amazing. Okay, here it is. Iman, give it to us.
Yes, sir. Vernon, that catch was more Odell, and it is dead his moment.
Woo!
Sorry
all right.
it took so long, Vernon.
That's all right.
We'll even run it back one more time. Watch this. Get that hand. Give it to me. Give it to me. Good play, boy. Good play.
All right, we will see y'all on Tuesday for the next episode of Chalk Talk Social. Have a great weekend. Enjoy college football. Enjoy pro football. See you.